Good Monday morning. It's December 16th, 2024. Gonna be a chilly, raw, gross, foggy kind of day. There's a little bit of cold air damming. It's still sticking around. You see these, again, these drooping, like sagging types of isobars. That means colder air is still being trapped here at the surface. And with it's still warmer air, it's trying to override it. So you see these, the red lines, the red isobars here, overriding them, isotherms, say, overriding it. But with that cold air at the surface with warm air over top of it, you're getting fog, like clouds at the ground level. And that's going to really give us a cooler day than originally thought. Highs in the low 40s at best. And then rain coming in this evening, as we'll find out. Tomorrow looks super nice. So as we get warm side of things, highs up near 60 degrees. Sunny day. Going to be the spotlight of the week. And then on Wednesday, rain will return. It will cool us down some on Thursday, and then a reinforcing shout of really cold air for the weekend. But the long range shows a warming trend, which we've kind of been hinting at. Models are kind of going back and forth on whether or not it was going to come. So I'll still give it a little bit of a question mark, but I think confidence is rising there. So here we go. We'll just go ahead. Like I said, here we are. Again, warm air overriding the cooler, that air at the surface. That's why we're getting the fog today. And eventually we get some rain. It doesn't look like a washout or anything. And then tomorrow, super warm as temperatures and winds turn out of the south. So temperatures will rise. And then as we get into Wednesday, here comes a low pressure system that will cause us some rain. It doesn't look as rainy as it once did. So if you look at the outlook, you can see that we're only expecting maybe a quarter to half an inch total even this week from the two rain shots. And then Thursday looks a little chillier. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, boy, I really jumped ahead. So Wednesday into Thursday looks a little chillier as the front came through. The heights are knocked down some, but here comes the Arctic cold on this next front. It's going to come in on Friday, bringing some snow showers, looks like, into the area. Maybe starting a little bit of rain showers. And this is going to really cool us off quite dramatically for the weekend. This low pressure system that originally looked like it was going to be closer to the coast is now well offshore. There's some moisture may get involved and then trailed here for some snow showers. I don't think there's going to be any snow systems or anything as of the way things look now. This is a very cold high pressure system. Came from way up in the Arctic, and it's northerly winds here, so kind of breezy as we go into Saturday and chilly. And then as that high kind of reinforces itself and really pushes far south, we are going to have a cold Sunday. Sunday's highs may not reach 30 degrees, and it's just going to be a cold, raw day. But look at the return here. For the first time in a while, you don't see another reload of a high-pressure system coming in from the northwest. Instead, you see the high-pressure system exiting, and suddenly southerly winds are really coming into the country for a big warm-up for Christmas week. So we originally looked like it was going to be a pretty chilly week at one point, although it's going to have a hard time. Now, we'll tell you what's going to be a hard time. Here we go again with strong cold air damming. We'll have to see how this all plays out next week. This cold air damming is going to probably keep us cooler than I thought it would be next week, but eventually the warm air will win out. It just may take it a few more days because this high is in place. So the cold air damming again is the cold air dammed up against the mountains. It's what helped us yesterday because the high yesterday, high pressure system, rose our barometric pressure to some of the highest you could ever expect. And that helped us lock in the cold air, which kind of kept us colder and a lot of the snow. Eventually, it does look like it relents, although it's still not super warm. It's definitely milder by Christmas Day. I'll show you the anomalies here in a moment. And then we kind of stay on the warmer side of things as we head into later in the month. So nothing really showing me a mega cool down at this point in time. And so we may have to wait until after January to see that. So I'm not sure at this point if these these weather maps will make any sense. It's so far off in the future. But here you go as we head into January. And look at the cold air. It's trying to come across the entire part of the country with the big interlocking highs. This looks like a split flow. We get some southern jet stream here. This doesn't usually show as conducive for lasting cold and or snowy conditions, but we'll have to see how things pan out. Okay, so watch the dates here. This is a temperature anomaly. So you're seeing above with the orange, below will be the blue. And we'll see the progression of both the Arctic air this weekend and then as we warm up next week. So we're watching, we're going into a very mild day tomorrow, a little bit chillier than on Wednesday because the front's coming through, and then we knock it down on Thursday to more normal. And then here comes that Arctic push. It's going to really bring in the cold air. Come Friday, Saturday, something. I mean, this is pretty chilly weather. That's why you're getting on Saturday really cold. Sunday, now we're like 10, 12 degrees below normal. That's why it's a really cold day. Again, we're highs in the low 40s now for normal high. So that's why it's really, really cold. Sorry, I have to sniffle there. And then as we move in, we see the colder air. As I said, that cold air damming is really kind of keeping us at below normal, at least on the models here. So that's why we're not really warming up really much for Christmas week. Now, it looks like, as I look at this, I mean, maybe a couple of degrees above normal before this warm air is going to finally try to push its way in here. But here we go. So here's really, really warm air as we head into our Christmas Day. We'll have to see if this verifies. I think it probably will. It's going to be a pretty nice, mild Christmas way things look here. Look at how warm it is in the middle part of the country with that strong southerly wind I was showing. So overall, the entire continent kind of warms. And then finally, as we head later into the period, even then, we finally see some cold air kind of infiltrating the Pacific Northwest and the Western. That usually means we're staying mild, and that's kind of the way things look. Again, I don't think it'll be until January before we see a real cool down. And your source regions, meaning your upper part of Canada and stuff, are showing 30, 40 degrees above normal. It's going to take a long time to cool that down again. But it can do it pretty quickly. I mean, it's just a wild pattern setting up. So definitely looking warmer in the long range after we kind of hit the first part of next week. By about Christmas Day, it looks like we mild up. And that will probably stick through at least and probably till the end of the year. All right, that's your long, loud kind of outlook for Monday, December 16th. Have a great one and a great week.